There's a hidden reason so many people over 60 wake up 2, 3, even 4 times a night to use the bathroom. It's not always the bladder, it's not always the prostate, it's not always age. Sometimes it's the way we drink water. Strange, right? We've been told our whole lives to drink more water. Hydration is essential after all, but no one told us how to drink water, especially as we age. When to drink, what kind of water to drink, what to combine it with, and most importantly, what not to do at night, because done incorrectly, your hydration routine might be stealing your sleep, draining your energy, and quietly weakening your kidneys and bladder one restless night at a time. But here's the good news. This is fixable, and it starts with a few subtle changes to how you hydrate. Not less water, not more water, but smarter water. In today's video, we're going to uncover why nighttime urination increases after 60 and what's really behind it. 3 common hydration mistakes most people don't realize they're making. A new evening water ritual that supports deep sleep and bladder health. If you're waking up at night feeling groggy in the morning or just frustrated with the cycle of sipping and slipping into the bathroom every few hours, this might change everything, because sometimes healing begins not with medication but with attention, and a glass of water taken at the right time can restore the stillness your body's been asking for. Let's begin. As we age, our sleep becomes more fragile, like fine porcelain that cracks under the weight of small disturbances. But what many don't expect is the strange new role the bladder begins to play. Suddenly, it's no longer just an organ, it becomes the night watchman, the unwelcome alarm clock, the reason you stir from dreams and shuffle down cold hallways at 1 a.m., then 3 a.m., then again before dawn. There's a medical term for this pattern: nocturia, the act of waking during the night to urinate. It might start small, once a night, no big deal, then twice, then 3 times, and before long, the sleep you once took for granted becomes fractured, unpredictable, shallow. Each time you wake up, it breaks your brain's natural rhythm, cutting into the deep, restorative waves of slow wave sleep. This is the sleep that repairs tissue, the sleep that stabilizes memory, the sleep that resets your hormones and calms inflammation. Without it, the body can't fully restore itself, and so you wake up feeling tired, even if you were asleep for 7 hours. Your balance feels off, your thinking feels slower, and your energy like it's leaking out of you somewhere. But here's what most people don't realize, and what even some doctors overlook. Nocturia is not just a bladder issue. It's easy to blame the bladder because it's the messenger. It's the one waking you up. But often, it's simply doing its job. It's not broken. It's responding to a command. Because in many cases, the real question isn't, why is my bladder waking me up? The better question is, why is my body producing that much urine at night? Let's walk through a few key reasons, some you've heard and some rarely discussed. Firstly, weakened kidney regulation. Your kidneys are extraordinary organs. During the day, they filter your blood, balance minerals, and remove waste, all while producing urine. But at night, something special is supposed to happen. The kidneys naturally slow down urine production. This is part of a protective mechanism designed to preserve deep sleep. In younger people, this nighttime dial down works beautifully. But as we age, that regulation begins to weaken. The kidneys don't get the same hormonal signals. They don't concentrate urine as well. And as a result, they continue filtering and producing almost as if it's still daytime. Next is a decline in antidiuretic hormone, ADH. One of the key messengers that tells your kidneys to slow down at night is called ADH, antidiuretic hormone. Its job? Help the kidneys retain water and make urine more concentrated, so less fluid ends up in the bladder. But with age, ADH levels often decline, and its signaling gets fuzzy. That means even if you stop drinking water at a certain time, your body might still release a full stream of diluted urine hours later. It's not about how much water you drank, it's about how well your body can hold on to it. Thirdly, fluid redistribution while sleeping. Here's something very few people know. During the day, Gravity pulls fluid down into your lower body, especially your ankles, calves, and feet. This is why some people notice swelling in their legs or tight socks in the evening. But when you lie down at night, that fluid finally has the chance to move. It re-enters circulation. It returns to your bloodstream, and your kidneys suddenly receive a surge. To the kidneys, it feels like you just drank a tall glass of water. So they get to work, they filter, and soon the bladder fills. It's not your fault. It's not too much water. It's simply fluid that was already inside you, finally moving.
And lastly, poor hydration habits, the most overlooked cause.
This might be the most misunderstood piece of all. Most people think staying hydrated is just about drinking more water. But how you hydrate, when you hydrate, what you hydrate with makes all the difference. Drinking large amounts of plain water too late in the day can dilute electrolytes and overwhelm the kidneys. Using caffeine or alcohol, both diuretics, can lead to dehydration followed by rebound overhydration. Even the type of water matters. Water with no minerals, like distilled or overly filtered water, passes through the system faster and stimulates urination without truly hydrating the cells. Hydration is a rhythm, a balance, and when it's off, even by a little, your body compensates in the quiet hours of the night. So yes, nocturia can be influenced by prostate issues, pelvic floor health, medications, or even chronic conditions like diabetes. But even in those cases, how you hydrate plays a crucial role in what happens next. In the next section, we'll explore the 3 most common hydration mistakes keeping people over 60 in this frustrating cycle. Because you don't have to just accept it as part of aging. You can sleep longer, more deeply, with less interruption. And it starts with small, gentle shifts in how you drink, in how you care for your kidneys. Let's explore the mistakes and what to do instead.
Mistake number 1.
Drinking water at the wrong time. The most common mistake? Drinking too much water in the evening. You forget during the day. Then between dinner and bedtime, you try to catch up. It's understandable, but counterproductive. Large volumes of water within 2 hours of bedtime put pressure on your kidneys and your bladder during the very hours your body is trying to rest and repair. You interrupt deep sleep phases. You disrupt hormone release. You trigger your stress response with every wake-up. The fix? Front-load your hydration. Drink the majority of your water before 4 p.m. After dinner, sip slowly. A few ounces of warm water or herbal tea is plenty. Think of evening hydration as a whisper, not a flood. This alone can change your nights dramatically. The second mistake, the type of water you drink. Water isn't just water. Distilled, reverse osmosis, tap, mineral, they're not equal. Many seniors use demineralized water, which is pure but lacks electrolytes. Without minerals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, your body can't absorb water effectively. It passes through your system too fast, overworking your kidneys and filling your bladder. Result? You drink and pee and stay thirsty. Fix this by adding a pinch of sea salt or unsweetened electrolytes to your morning water. Drink mineral-rich water throughout the day. Choose teas with natural minerals, like lemon balm or chamomile, at night. Quality matters more than quantity. And the last one, ignoring sodium and electrolytes. You've been told to avoid salt, but too little salt, especially with lots of water, can lead to low sodium levels, a condition called hyponatremia. This creates frequent urination, brain fog, fatigue, muscle cramps, and poor sleep. Sodium in balance with potassium is essential for water retention and nervous system regulation. Use unprocessed salts like Celtic or Himalayan in small amounts. Pair with potassium-rich foods like leafy greens, avocados, and cooked beets. The goal is not low sodium, it's balanced minerals. And when your electrolytes are balanced, your kidneys can finally rest. Let's bring everything together into a gentle rhythm. Not a routine to check off, but a ritual of honoring your body's needs at every stage of the day. Because when hydration is timed right, it's not just about drinking more water. It becomes a quiet conversation between your brain, your kidneys, and your sleep. Here's how to begin. Start your day with intention. Drink 12 to 16 ounces of water, room temperature, with a pinch of sea salt or a clean electrolyte powder. Ideally, one with magnesium, potassium, and trace minerals. This is not just for hydration, it's a signal. It wakes up your adrenal system, supports your blood pressure, and tells your body, it's daytime, let's get fluid moving. Pair it with a few deep breaths or a moment outside. Hydration paired with presence is twice as powerful. Instead of chugging water all at once, sip slowly and consistently. Think of it like watering a plant. Too much at once and it runs off, just enough and it absorbs. Incorporate potassium-rich foods like avocado, cooked spinach, sweet potato, or a banana. Potassium balances sodium and ensures that water enters your cells, not just your bladder. And most importantly, avoid flooding your system after 4 p.m. Drinking large amounts of plain water late in the day sends a false signal, and the result is midnight urgency. This window is essential. At this point, most of the fluid you've consumed is in circulation. But gravity has pulled a good portion into your legs and lower tissues, so move gently. Take a 15 to 20-minute walk, stretch your calves and hamstrings, or simply lie on the floor with your legs up the wall for 5 to 10 minutes, a yogic pose that encourages fluid return to the heart and kidneys. This helps your body process excess fluid early instead of sending it to your bladder at 2 a.m. By dinner, try to finish any heavier liquids like soups, smoothies, or broths by this time, and salt your meal, but with intention. Use unprocessed salt like Celtic sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, which supports adrenal balance and fluid retention without overburdening the kidneys. Avoid overly salty processed foods that lead to water-dumping chips, canned soups, etc. They create thirst, not hydration. Eat mindfully and chew slowly. Your digestion and your sleep are intimately linked. In the evening, think sips, not gulps. Drink 3 to 4 ounces of mineral-rich water or calming herbal tea like chamomile, nettle, or lemon balm. Avoid ice-cold drinks. They shock the digestive system and stimulate urination. And skip sugary or carbonated beverages, which create restlessness and fluid imbalance. This is a time to slow everything down. Your thoughts, your breathing, your fluid intake. Let your body settle into a quieter rhythm. By bedtime, empty your bladder twice before sleep, once before brushing your teeth, and again right before lying down. Even if you don't feel the urge the second time, try. This double voiding technique gives your bladder the signal that the day is done. It's a soft boundary, a final exhale for your internal systems.
Together, this entire ritual gently reprograms your body. It says, you are safe, you are supported, you don't need to wake up in the night. Over time, your kidneys begin to shift their workload earlier. Your bladder learns to hold a little longer. And your sleep begins to deepen. Not because of a pill, but because you listened. Because you created rhythm. Because you remembered that your body is not broken. It's waiting for better instructions. Let's give it those. Mr. Tanaka, 74, used to wake up 3 or 4 times a night. We changed his hydration strategy. No pills, just front-loaded water, warm tea, and light stretching. He slept through the night within 2 weeks. Irene, 68, struggled with thirst and nighttime tingling. We added mineral water and avocado. She reduced nighttime waking by 75%. These changes seem small, but for the body, they are profound. Nighttime urination isn't just annoying, it's disruptive to your whole system. You lose healing time, you wake with fog, you risk falls, you feel older than you are. But the body is wise. It simply needs rhythm, and rhythm begins with your water.
There is a kind of restlessness that no pillow can solve, a kind of fatigue that doesn't come from lack of sleep, but from sleep that's never deep. Water, when honored, becomes medicine. A few slow sips, a warm cup, a soft message. You're safe. Your kidneys listen. Your bladder listens. Your nervous system exhales. So tonight, sip slowly, then sleep, not as a burdened body, but as a rested one. Because hydration, when done wisely, restores not just your cells, it restores you.